Hello, sweet souls. How are you? How are you feeling? How are you doing? How is your heart? How is your soul? Have you spoken to your soul today? Well, I'm going to speak to my soul today, just for you, as an example to show you what it sounds like and what it feels like. And I'm going to do it on one of the most asked questions I get, whether it be from my clients who I mentor, or it be when I am working with the ancestors and offering you guidance and wisdom in collaboration with them. But before we get there, before I answer that question, I want to let you know that today is, there's a lot going on today. So if you're feeling it energetically, you are in perfect timing. Not only are we moving through a full moon in Leo today, and I have been tracking the cycles of the moon for the last 4 years for myself. And just the energy is so different and so wild when there is a full moon. And so if you're feeling that, I invite you to relax in this space with me now. It's also 7 Akmak in the Mayan sacred calendar. And as you know, I'm a student of the sacred calendar and a student of reconfiguring how we live our life, the cycles, the timing, how we track our life, the rituals, the behaviors, and the calendar just holds this wisdom that is so in sync with how I live my life. Today is about forgiveness. Today is about reconciliation. Today is about accepting that you are a human. You are a soul and you are a human. You need to, I invite you to, if you desire. You don't need to. But it does make this life easier if you accept your mistakes. Because we all make mistakes. We're all human. That's what life is about. It's about doing things and learning from them, learning our lessons. It's about experiencing pleasure and pain. That's what this life is about. It's about allowing any suffering that you endure to enlight the joy, to enlight the love. And given that we're moving through a cycle, Trecena in the Mayan sacred calendar, that is all about unconditional love, well, I'm speaking about love today. I heard that call. I heard that call last night and this morning. So we are going to release. We're going to release today, let things go, forgive, and make space to receive. And when I think of making space to receive, I think about increasing my capacity for love, for more love, for a lot more love to move through me. There is this wave, this frequency of love that moves through me now every single day. That doesn't mean it's all day. That doesn't mean I don't have those moments when things feel tough or painful. But more often than not, I just feel the love all the time now. And I hold space for you to remember that the love that you are seeking is right here inside of you. I wanted to ask my soul to respond to some of the questions that I get most frequently from my clients, from my subscribers on my email list, from those with whom I have in one-on-one sessions with the ancestors, from those with whom I commune with in ceremony, in circle. And there are like 3 or 4 questions that I get most frequently, and I want to share what they are. People ask, how do I call in abundance or money or prosperity? They also ask, how do I change my life? How do I make some big change? How do I do the thing that I want to do that I'm scared to do? I also get asked, how do I stop hurting? How do I stop feeling pain? How do I stop hurting from this betrayal or that betrayal? From loss in this plane, from loss because someone has left this plane and gone to some other dimension. How do I stop hurting from feeling a lack of aliveness? And then the biggest question I get, and I'll answer all of these in time if you so desire, but the biggest question I get is, how do I find the love of my life? Deep, lasting love that can meet me where I am to the extent that I am healed, right? And if you have questions along these lines, I invite you to put them in the comments. I welcome your questions. I will ask my soul for you for a future video. But right now, I want to focus on love, because love is the through line of my work. When people come to me, I am inviting them to believe in love, to believe in that frequency of love that moves through them, that surrounds them in this and all dimensions. And not everyone believes in love. Everyone says they want love, they need love, they must have love. But not everyone believes in love. And the surest way to cultivate that belief, to cultivate love and compassion and forgiveness and understanding, is to cultivate those things for yourself. The reminder here, the answer to that question is, how do I find the love of my life? Well, you remember that you are the love of your life. You remember that you are your soulmate. You are your twin flame, right? You are the one. You are the one you've been looking for. You've been looking for love outside of you. No harm, no foul, no shame, no judgment. It's all fine. We're all fine. It is okay to want love from another. It is beautiful. It is divine. But the path to finding or allowing that love to come to you, it is not hustle. It is not numbers. It is not dating all the people in order to find the one person, right? There's nothing wrong with that. Go do that. If that's the call, go do it. If that's what you hear, if that's what your soul tells you to do, go do it. But the one you've been looking for is right here, right inside of you. You're the one. And as you cultivate the love of self, the belief in yourself, the trust in yourself, the forgiveness of yourself for all the mistakes you've made in love in the past, right? As you cultivate that love, that presence with love, you begin to emanate it. You ignite it within you such that it like comes out of all your pores, comes out of your ears, it comes out of your hands. You literally weave love. So I guess the question is, how do you find the love of your life? What I'm going to do is ask my soul to respond to that. And my soul has answered that question many times for me. And each time my soul comes in with a response, it's different and yet the same. There are different words, there are different phrases, there are different stories, and yet it is the same message. And so, if you don't mind, we're going to get down into the soul's voice. I'm going to show you here how I do it. I'm going to take a few deep breaths, and then I'm going to ask my soul a question, the question about love. Okay, here we go. Don't go away. Remember, I just need to breathe a few times. And I invite you into that process of breathing. It is important. Okay. Hello, sweet soul. Hello. I'm here today to ask you about love. Love is my favorite topic. Love is the soul. The soul is love. So I invite you to ask away. What I want to know, what so many people want to know is, how do I find the love of my life? How do I find deep, lasting love? So I'm receiving an image, but I'm going to let the soul explain it. The love that you're looking for is within you. It's right here in the depths of your soul. Your soul is the language, the wisdom of love that's buried deep within you. And the more you let it come forth, the more you call in the love you are seeking. The image we are showing her is a well that is barricaded with a door on top. It is plugged up in some way, shape, or form. We are showing her this well because we know that there in the bottom of the well is water, but it is not coming forth to the surface when it is locked, when the door is shut, when the latch is closed. The process of going within and cultivating a relationship with the soul is the process of unlocking that door, of switching the latch. The more you go within, the more you come home to the soul and explore how you feel about love and compassion and forgiveness and understanding. The more you explore that territory, that land, we want to say easier, but it is without effort that the door to the well will unhook or unlatch, and the water will begin to come up, come forth, and spill out from over the top edge of the well. It will overflow. Your cup, your well will overflow. When the water begins to overflow in an abundant way, you will then begin to attract all that is meant for you in this lifetime. Individuals, energies will come to the well because it is overflowing with water. It is overflowing with goodness. It is overflowing with presence. It is overflowing with love. And so, to call in love is to become love, is to be love, is to radiate love, is to allow it to spill forth from your lips, from your actions, from your thoughts, from your behavior. And there are many ways to cultivate this kind of love within you. Principally, the invitation is to remember that you are the love you've been looking for. You are your soulmate. This individual, this person, this energy that you are seeking outside of you is right here within you. The invitation is to cultivate it, to speak to it, to surface it. Now, this soul specifically, the one who is speaking now, has been in a relationship with this body, with this human, for many years. And we have gifted her, guided her through experiences to remember love, to remember the love within her, to remember the wholeness that is within her, to remember that she is not on a healing journey, that she is on a wholeness journey. She is on the path of remembering how whole she is, how full of love she is. And we have given her tools to remember that. And she, in her work, does things, offer things to help others remember that. But it really is simple. The love you're looking for, deep and lasting love, it's right here. Sweet soul, there are many people watching. I hear them. They are saying, but I have to go look for it. But I have to go date 1,000 people. But I have to go chase it. But I have to be purposeful in my searching, my seeking for love, for partnership, for friendship, for collaboration. What would you say to that? What's your response to that, sweet soul? We would say, everything that is meant for you is naturally attracted to the love that emanates from you. Period. Everything that's meant for you is seeking you out. You only but need that beacon, need to be the beacon that calls it in, that allows it to find you. There is no chasing. There is no pursuing. We have taught this one, this sweet one, that. There is remembering that you are love and you are the love of your life. And in courting you, in cultivating you, in loving on you, in whatever ways feels good to this body, to this human, that is the way that you allow the love to find you. There is no chasing. There is no pursuing. Certainly, if you hear a call to do this or to do that, to go to that coffee shop, to go to this work event, to go for a hike, if you hear that call from deep within, there is a purpose there. There is a meaning there. And you are welcome to heed the call, follow the guidance from within, and watch as your life unfolds. But there is no need to chase. In fact, the energy of chasing, the energy of seeking can sometimes, not all the time, but can sometimes create a barrier between the calling in of what is already meant for you. Sweet soul, I am hearing you speak, and it is lovely. And also, I am hearing others say, well, I have to date, or else. I have to be on the apps, or else. I have to go to all these work events, or else I will not meet someone. What would you say to that? Well, my response to that is simple. If you hear the call, do it. But you do not have to do anything. The only thing we invite you into is to follow the call from the soul, to speak to the soul, to follow where it wishes for you to go, as this human, this body has, as you have, as we have. That is the invitation on the altar between soul and human. That is the offering. And so it is entirely up to you. If you hear a call to go on a date, go on the date. Do it from a place of love. Do it from a place of overflowing love and compassion and understanding for yourself, from aliveness emanating from you, right? Do it from aliveness. Do it from seeking aliveness. We do not do that from hopelessness or I have to. Not at all. There's no need for that. There's no need for that, because everything that's meant for you will naturally come to you when you vibrate at the frequency of love. When you remove the barrier at the top of the well and allow love, the water, to come up to the surface and overflow. Simple. Simple. And you can decide what you do to cultivate that love. No one else has to decide for you. Certainly, there are many invitations available to you to honor that love. But you get to decide. You get to choose how to cultivate that love within you. And that's what we would say to those who think they have to do something that represents this tightness. There is no having to do anything. You simply be. You simply emit love. You ignite the love within you. In doing so, in many ways, it ignites this inner magnetism that oozes from all of you, that calls in the people, the places, the experiences that are meant for you in order to allow the love, allow that those who you may love to find you, to come to you. Simple. Thank you, sweet soul. I'm very grateful for that bit of wisdom and for that message for me and for all. And I thank you for being with me today, for sharing that message with others. Is there anything else you'd like to say today? I think we have said it all for now. I think that what we have said will bring in questions, and we are here to answer them as it feels aligning, as we hear the call. But that's the message for this moment. So you heard it. So you heard it from my soul, expressly for you. You don't have to chase. It's right here inside of you, waiting to overflow when you cultivate it. And if you want to speak to your own soul and learn more about the love that is within you, there are various ways I hold space for that, and that I call in the ancestors as well. And I'm hosting a daily cacao ritual for 3 days on February 19th, 20th, and 21st. And if you'd like to join, the link is in the description. But thank you for listening, and I promise I'll be back again very, very soon.